So, people, after that crazy game, Arsenal 2, Bayern Munich 2, it's crazy. It almost feels like a defeat, even though we've drawn 2-2, because I just felt the whole time we needed to beat Bayern Munich in the home leg. You did not want to be going to the Allianz Arena having to win the game, although a draw would take it to extra time. The game was surrounded in controversy at the end of the game. Bukayo Saka trailing leg caught by Manuel Neuer. Was it or was it not a penalty? Listen, I know this is dividing opinion because I did a poll at the end of the game. It was like 52% thought it was, 48 thought it wasn't. I've watched it a few times. It's difficult. I've got to be honest, my initial feeling was that he initiates the contact. I honestly felt like Saka could have gone round Neuer and scored the goal. The one thing that maybe gives us a chance where it might have been given, Neuer does kind of extend the leg at the last second. So you could argue that Neuer's leg is not planted in a natural position and he's leaning towards the ball. But I just think the modern game has changed a lot. When I grew up, they said try and avoid contact and score the goal. Nowadays, they encourage players to get hit in the penalty area to win penalties. And, could he have avoided him and slapped it into the empty net? That is the question. Or was it a penalty? You let me know in the comments what you guys think. Was it or was it not a penalty? Should Saka have gone round him and scored? Or could he not have avoided him? Was he running too quick? And should it have been a penalty? Let me know what you guys think. We'll look at the performance. Let's look at the facts. We did not play very well tonight. In the end, we're probably quite lucky to get out of there with a 2-2 draw against Bayern Munich. And I always say, and I've said it multiple times, it's not the opposition that's the problem. It's Arsenal. We're playing against a team tonight that if you give them an opportunity, they will punish you. And we handed them 2 goals on a plate tonight. The first goal, people are looking at whose fault is it, who was the problem. David Raya does not need to come running off his line like that when Gabriel is in full control of that situation. And he needs you there so that he can roll the ball back to you. But because you're so close to him, he tries to play the ball down the line. Kivior, I don't know why he doesn't get there. Was it a bad pass? Was he not on his toes? I'm not sure. Goretzka makes the run off Rice, doesn't track the runner. Gnabry is too quick for Ben White on the run. And then Raya gets nutmegged. It's an absolute shambolic goal to concede. It's the kind of goal you would see on a Sunday morning on the park with a bunch of players who've been out drinking all night. Not in a Champions League quarter-final. If that wasn't bad enough, the second goal, Kivior gets dealt with. Cruyff turned nutmeg from Sané. He outpaces him. He can't catch him. Jorginho attempts to tackle him. Can't get there. Gabriel's off balance. And then Saliba gives away a penalty. Kane doesn't miss penalties. Well, not at club level anyway. Slots it in there. 2 of the worst goals you will see conceded in the Champions League. And at the end of the day, we gave Bayern Munich 2 goals tonight. We started off so well. Saka, brilliant goal. Neuer's 38 years old in goal. And I said, you've got to continue to test this guy over and over again. And we didn't shoot enough. Great goal from Saka. You're thinking we can go and beat them 2 or 3-0. Before we've even realised what's happening, we're 2-1 down and we're scrambling. He brings Kivior off at half-time. Kivior shouldn't have started this game for me. He's not good enough to play at left-back at this level against a player of the quality of Leroy Sané, who is an absolute top-quality winger, by the way. And he cooked him. He brings on Zinchenko, and I'm like, it's going from bad to worse. Zinny did get on the ball. We tried to make things happen, but his passes weren't good enough. He overhit them a lot of times. Defensively, he was quite solid. I'm going to give Zinny a bit of credit. He did kind of keep Coman, who went on the right, and Sané. He kept them both relatively quiet. So I'll give him a bit of credit defensively. I thought the whole back 4 looked nervous at times tonight. And I just think they got no protection from the midfield. We were Bagel FC in that first half. Jorginho, that is the reason Chelsea sold him for £12 million. Because in a game of that speed, of that tempo, he's ineffective. He's good when you get 70% possession at home and he gets on the ball. Not in games like that. You've got to find a way. I don't know. Partey came on. He wasn't great, but he did play that good through ball to Saka at the end. Odegaard, for me, didn't do enough tonight. I thought he needed to do more, dictate the play more, didn't shoot on goal enough. I thought I needed more from him. And Declan Rice was quiet. He did win the header that led to Trossard's goal in the second half. Put a few good challenges in, but you want more from him. Martinelli was awful. He was awful. I said on the preview, I want Martinelli to start, but I think he'll start Jesus. Martinelli was dreadful today. Maybe his match sharpness is not there. He just didn't do anything. He did nothing. Saka scores a brilliant goal. Gets Alphonso Davies booked. Davies is suspended for the second leg. That's a massive positive. I'm then looking at Saka. Can you run at him a few more times? He is hard to run at, and he didn't get the ball enough maybe. But on a yellow card, you just felt like, can he ask more questions of him? The penalty, listen, we've spoken about. You let me know in your comments what you think. And Kai Havertz, not good enough tonight. Spent more time diving on the floor trying to win a free kick. And I think there's a conversation to be had now. Do you get Gabriel Jesus back in up front, who has played really well in the Champions League this season? And do you get Trossard on the left? Let's talk about Trossard, who came off the bench. What a goal. What a goal. Absolutely magnificent assist by Gabriel Jesus. Sits down Dyer, plays the pass without really looking. Trossard just side foots it into the corner. You're thinking at that point, there's only one team going to win this game, and it's us. And we just didn't create enough. We didn't have enough shots. We didn't test Neuer. Neuer's 38 years of age. I know he's a legend. He's not the goalkeeper he was years ago when he was one of the best on the planet. Listen, everybody will be talking about the penalty. And I get why. And there is a discussion to be had around the penalty. Should it be given? The still image looks clear-cut. Neuer does maybe move his leg slightly. But my initial thought process, I'm going to be honest, was Saka should have gone round him and scored into the empty net. Because you can't rely on referees and you can't rely on VAR. You can't. They'll get it wrong at times. And maybe they have got it wrong tonight. And maybe Saka couldn't have avoided him, but I just think that right leg looked like it was in an unnatural position to me. And listen, there'll be some of you in the comments going, how can he not think that's a penalty? It's a stone wall. No, I think he had the potential to go around him and put it in the back of the net. And we don't even have to have the conversation. We win the game 3-2. But that's what the comments are for. Go easy. Let me know what you think. Overall feeling. We did not play well tonight. We didn't. In the end, we're probably lucky to draw that game 2-2. To get through to the next round, we're going to have to go up to another level. And are we capable of going up to that level in the Allianz Arena? Davies is suspended, but in the Champions League this season, we've struggled a little bit away from home. Porto defeat, Lens defeat. We're going to have to leave it all on the line in Germany and put in one hell of a performance if we're going to get through. I say one thing for certain. If Man City played Bayern Munich in the semi-final, they would beat them. This Bayern Munich team are not amazing. They are good in attack. They're not amazing overall. You can score goals. They give you chances. I mean, I'm looking at the goals Arsenal conceded. It is Sunday league level defended. How does Jorginho not make more contact with that ball? Gabriel then stops. Saliba, oh, it gets worse every time I watch it. But anyway, in the end, maybe we're fortunate to draw the game 2-2. We're going to have to create history going over there and beating Bayern Munich in the Allianz Arena. Man of the match for me, Saka, Trossard, Gabriel Jesus. They were the three players that can walk off the pitch with their head held high. I think the rest of the team were all below average. Player ratings are going to be filthy tomorrow. That is it. But listen, let's hope we haven't got a hangover at the weekend against Aston Villa. Villa play on Thursday. We need to recover now and concentrate on Villa and then Champions League next week. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm sure you will. Was it a penalty? Was it not? I've seen them given. I think Saka should have gone round him and scored. Let me know what you think. Take care, people. Bless.